Hello friends, welcome to the Ekalavya Universes. Today we are taking up the chapter number 20 in the Java chapter zone module 4, Java IO management. In fact, this is the continuation of the previous chapter, Java chapter 19. What is the reason for bifurcation IO management into two chapters? You may get it out. Actually, there are number of elements, huge number of elements in Java IO package. Because of the limitations of this book, I cannot explain each and every element, but whatever elements I covered and all that, you can easily master by studying that, and the leftover concepts also you can very easily study if you want. Then one more thing, if I dump all the concepts in one chapter, it will be too big. Already previous chapter I have given almost 4 hours of lectures. So, if I bifurcate that, it will not be like an unending process, and you feel something is completed. After completion of 19th chapter, definitely you feel that you could understand the IO system of Java, and you know about the core classes of character streams. Now, in this chapter, I am focusing on byte streams. Byte streams are more important, byte stream classes are more important than character stream classes, because byte stream classes are used for many purposes that we are going to see little later. And if you compare the ratio of usage, byte stream classes we widely use in program comparatively with character stream classes. In these, many varieties are there, and all of them we have to focus. And apart from concentrating byte stream classes, I am going to introduce some more allied elements in the chapter. Those are like scanner class and formatter class, etc. and all that. Actually, those are not provided by Java IO package. Those are provided by util package, Java util package. Even though those are much relevant to these IO management, IO packages, I am discussing those concepts also. Some of the concepts I am discussing here. How it is related, just I tell you. Actually, input and output are two aspects. Suppose you cook food, cooking food and getting elements, getting items, cooking food is one aspect. After that, it should be served properly. It should be served elegantly. Formation is nothing but elegant serving the output. That's why I feel that formation of output also is very core. Otherwise, whatever may be the taste of food, the people who are eating never satisfy unless it is elegantly served. That point you know. That's why first I give you an overall picture and a set of demos on the byte stream classes. Thereafter, I will introduce the scanner classes. It is a very smart class to read input data from keyboard. Thereafter, some formatter methods I will explain. By that, you can format data as you like in a elegant fashion. Okay. Now, the byte stream classes. As I told you the strategy, Java IO package consists of huge number of classes, 70 classes and subclasses and 12 interfaces. and if I list out, they covered 2 plus pages. So, when you see them, you develop a lot of diffidence. As I told you in the previous chapter also, you should have a clear strategy how to master it. First, you have to segment that. Thereafter, one segment you have to take. Already in the previous chapter, such segment you have taken. Character stream classes, input stream classes, how to output stream classes, that is called writer and reader, all that you have studied. The same analogy is applicable for this. Here also, in this segment of hierarchy, I am showing only byte stream classes. First, have a look and just see the names. I am not going to explain each and everything here, but out of these core classes, their functionalities and the application also I am going to show. If we have interest, definitely you can study the leftover classes also very easily. As I told you already, if you see the syntax, all syntax are alike, only names are changed, syntax are alike. When you type program also, you see that first program you type, next program you need not type entire thing, few words if you change, you can transform it as the next program. How it is possible? Because most elements and structure, syntax are alike. That practically understand that. In the previous chapter also, if you go through the programs, you can understand that fact. So, you can understand one thing, Java developers are not only providing every element to cover all aspects and to provide efficiency in programming, and they try to reduce the learning curve. That means they want to keep the study in a easier manner. By that, they applied several techniques in that. Many times I already explained to you. If you understand the techniques and the strategy, this will be like any other chapter. It is not so difficult. Or otherwise, if you blindly study like the elements in other chapters, it is a bit difficult for you to master it. Okay. After this briefing, I am going to explain the segment of byte class hierarchy. Only this hierarchy related to byte stream classes. Here at the top, input stream class and output stream class. Actually, these two are abstract classes, abstract superclasses. They provide basic functionalities for all these subclasses. This is just similar to the character stream classes. So, that is the strategy. How object class is providing common functionality to all Java classes, in the same manner input stream class provides all the basic functionalities required by all the subclasses. In the same manner, output stream class provide all basic functionality required by all the subclasses, and that is one aspect. These are all concrete classes, concrete subclasses, these are subclasses, and in this you find a lot of commonality. Already I told you, I showed it to you, that counterpart you can easily find, that file output stream. Now a file, sorry, this is a file input stream, file output stream, piped input stream, in that way piped output stream, filter input stream, filter output stream, like that. For every input, not every, for most input stream classes, you can find corresponding or complementary output stream class. Okay. So, first have a look of that and go through the names once. Once you go through, they are registered, you can have some abstract idea over that. Thereafter, but most names are self-explanatory. Thereafter, they have specialized subclasses. Here also there are specialized subclasses. Have a look of them, and first have a idea over this. Thereafter, thereafter we can choose some of the most important class in that and study them in detail. As far as the by-stream classes are concerned, actually all the stream classes like character classes only, they are open and closed. They are open because if you have to act upon, if you have to use a stream and all that, it should be open and thereafter it should be closed. So, thereafter when can we perform operations? When the class is open, then only we can perform operations. If it is not open, actually for input purpose we have to open, for output purpose we have to open. So, when it is open, then you can perform IO operations. That point you must remember. Thereafter, one more thing, after the operations are over, then you must explicitly close that. In every place, you can find this close method. By using the close method, you have to explicitly open and perform operations. Thereafter, you must explicitly close the method. And when you explicitly close the method, actually whatever resources are linked to the class are released. Actually, the class may use some files, that some net connection and some other resources it may use. So, whenever you are closing explicitly, then all those are released. All those are released, and that point you have to understand. If don't close them and all that, they are not available for the other purposes and all that. Operating system cannot recover them. If operating system recovers them, whatever resources and all that, it can allocate to some other purposes. Suppose if it is not closed properly, then those are not properly hand over to the operating system, and that is why operating system cannot allocate those resources for other purposes. That point you must remember. Thereafter, whenever it is closed, then the finalize method is called. Actually, this finalize method is one way housekeeping method. Actually, this method is meant for deallocating the resources. Already explained about that. In garbage collection mechanism, garbage collection, before making the garbage collection, it calls the finalize method. What is the purpose of finalize method? Garbage collector recycles the object. Before recycling the object, some resources are connected to that. As I told you, a file, a web connection, like that resources are connected to that. When garbage collector calls the finalize method, the resources are delinked and those are handed over to the operating system. By that, operating system can allocate them to other purposes. That point you have to understand, and just have a look of them, and all names of the classes you study, and thereafter some of the important classes I am going to explain here and give the corresponding programming demos also.